Chloe, I'm really sorry, but I need to ask for your help again today. I feel bad for always relying on you.
Let me guess. You're working late again? You seem to be pulling these late shifts more often than not lately.
Yeah, you're right. My boss couldn't make it in today, and he asked if I could cover the evening shift. It's a bit last minute, and I wasn't really planning on it, but you know how it is. I couldn't exactly say no.
I can imagine. It's a bakery after all. Friday nights are probably your busiest time, right? Everyone's coming in for their weekend treats.
Exactly. People love picking up fresh bread and pastries for the weekend, but it just gets so hectic.
Well, it's no problem at all. You know you can always count on me to help with anything. Watching the kids, handling some errands. I've got it covered.
Chloe, seriously. I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm so lucky to have you around. You're like a second mother to my kids at this point. I honestly don't think I could manage my work and family without you stepping in so often.
You really don't need to thank me, Emma. We're family, and that's just what families do. Besides, it's not like you're out partying or something. You're working hard to take care of your family. But still, I have to say, you must be absolutely exhausted. You worked the night shift just yesterday, and here you are doing it all over again. I don't know how you do it.
Oh, I am exhausted, but I don't have a choice. We need the money right now, especially since my husband's back is acting up again. He can barely get to the job site. You know how physical his work is, and without him bringing in much income lately, it's all on me.
That makes sense. If he can't work, then of course you've got to step up. It's hard, but you're doing what you need to do. When you've got the chance to earn, you've got to grab it, especially when things are tight.
Exactly. I'm just trying to make sure we can get by, at least until he's better and able to work again. He should be back from the job site in Charlottesville by 8 tonight. He's planning to pick up our daughter then. If it's not too much trouble, could you watch her until 8? I'm really sorry to keep asking this of you, Chloe. I hate being such a bother.
Don't even think about it. Honestly, why not just let her stay the night? It's not a big deal to keep her here. She's comfortable and you don't need to rush.
I don't know, I just feel bad.
Oh, stop that. It's not like she's a stranger. She's my niece, and you're practically living here anyway with how much we see each other. It's no trouble at all. By the way, I swung by the farmer's market earlier, and they had the freshest veggies. I went ahead and made some coleslaw and a big batch of potato salad. Would you like some? I could pack a container for you.
Chloe, you know I would love that. Your cooking is always such a lifesaver, especially after a long shift. I don't have the energy to cook half the time these days.
Don't worry about it. I'll send it over with your husband when he comes by. It'll make dinner a little easier for you tonight.
You know, I think I've thanked you so many times by now that you must be sick of hearing it. Maybe I should just stop saying it, huh?
Emma, don't be silly. I'll never get tired of hearing you appreciate me. But really, you don't need to keep thanking me. It's not a favor. It's just what sisters do. We've got each other's backs. And look, I know things are tough right now, but let's just hang in there, okay? We've both had our share of hard times, but I believe better days are coming. We just have to keep pushing through together.
Chloe, you're always so optimistic, even when your own life isn't easy. Here I am relying on you for everything. I feel like all I do is pile on more problems for you to deal with.
Stop that right now. You're not a burden, and this isn't some kind of debt you owe me. We're a family, and I'll be here for you through thick and thin.
Emma? Is that you, dear? Yes, Mom, it's me. You must be so busy these days. I feel like I barely get to talk to you anymore. I am, but it's okay, Mom. I'm managing. You must be exhausted. Working, taking care of the family. I don't know how you do it. It's really nothing special, Mom. Everyone's got a lot on their plates these days. Well, I know you're working so hard, so I wanted to drop something off for you. I made a big batch of beef vegetable soup earlier today. It's sitting right outside your front door. Beef vegetable soup? Wow, that must have taken you all day. Oh no, don't worry about that. I have the time, and I knew you'd appreciate it. I made extra, so there's plenty. Thank you so much, Mom. I really appreciate it. I'll heat it up for dinner tonight. Make sure you warm it up nice and hot. It'll help you recharge after those long days. Mom, you have the door keys to the house. Why didn't you just bring it inside instead of leaving it outside? Oh, honey. Even if it's my son's house, I can't just let myself in. That's basic manners. Mom, come on, we're family. You don't need to be so formal. We're way past that kind of stuff, aren't we? Well, you know, sometimes it's the people we're closest to that we need to show the most respect. You're impossible. Oh, by the way, are you out of potato salad? I could whip up some more for you if you'd like. I know you've been too busy to cook lately. Chloe already made some for me, actually. She made a big batch of coleslaw and potato salad. She's always so thoughtful. That Chloe. She's something, isn't she? She's got her own hands full, and yet she still finds the time to help you out. I know, Mom. I've heard from my friends, and none of them have a sister-in-law like Chloe. I'm really lucky to have her. Well, that's your blessing, isn't it? You should count your blessings every day. I do, Mom. I really do. I'm so thankful for her. You and Chloe getting along so well really brings me peace of mind. Not every family is this lucky to have such a strong bond between sisters-in-law. That's your blessing too, Mom. You're right. In times like these, even if we don't have much, having family to rely on is more important than anything. Honestly, I don't know how I can face you two sometimes. Mom, what are you talking about? I mean, I didn't even manage to help you girls get proper homes when you got married. What kind of mother-in-law am I? Mom, don't say that. You and Dad gave us $70,000 each when we got married. Without that, we wouldn't have been able to afford our house at all. $70,000 isn't much in today's world, though. It barely covers anything when you're trying to buy a home. You have no idea how much that money helped us. There are so many people who get no help from their parents at all. We're lucky to have you. Thank you for saying that, sweetheart. It means a lot. All right, I'll let you get back to work. Thanks, Mom. I'll talk to you later. Hey, Emma. You busy right now? Hey, Grace. Not really. I'm on my lunch break, so I stepped out to grab a quick bite. Figured I'd get some fresh air, too. How about you? That's great timing, then. I'm actually free for a bit. Are you eating alone? Yeah, we're all swamped with work, so everyone takes turns for lunch. It's just easier that way with how hectic it gets around here. Oh, I totally get that. Sometimes it feels like I barely get time to sit down, let alone eat. Anyway, if you're free for a few minutes, can we chat? I've been meaning to talk to you about something. Yeah, of course. You know, I'm always down to catch up. What's going on? Everything okay? So, I heard through the grapevine that you've been checking out some studio apartments near my neighborhood. Like in that area a few blocks up from me. Is that true? Wait, how did you hear about that? Well, you know my cousin runs that real estate agency nearby, right? It's her office, London Realty, the one right by the park. Oh, I didn't know she was your cousin. Small world, huh? So, did you hear it from her then? Yeah, I was talking to her the other day, and your name came up. She mentioned she'd seen you around, looking at some of the smaller places. So, what's up? Are you planning to move? Well, it's not set in stone or anything. But yeah, I've been thinking about it. It's just, I wasn't expecting anyone to know yet. Okay, I'm going to come right out and ask. Are you thinking of getting a divorce? What? Divorce? Where did that come from? I mean, why else would you be looking at a studio apartment? It's not like you guys are downsizing together, right? And with everything that's been going on lately, well, it got me wondering.
Do you want me to get divorced or something?
What? No, that's not what I meant. It's just, when people start looking for their own place, especially a small one like that, it usually means something big is happening. You've been married for years, so the first thing that popped into my head was that maybe things weren't working out.
Grace, seriously? I'm not just going to up and leave my husband because I'm looking at a studio apartment.
Okay, I get it. I'm sorry. That was totally out of line. I didn't mean to make it sound like I was pushing you towards something like that. I'm just a little worried, you know? We've been friends for so long, and I feel like I haven't really heard much from you lately.
It's fine. Honestly, it just caught me off guard. But no, I'm not planning to leave him or anything like that.
Then, why are you looking for a place? I'm curious, and I guess I'm a little concerned, too. Is everything okay with your finances? You know you can always come to me if you're struggling.
It's not about money, really.
Then what's going on? You've got me all worried now. Spill.
Okay. You know how it's been about a year since COVID started, right?
Yeah, it feels like forever, honestly. This past year has been a total blur.
Exactly. And you know how the restaurant business has been hit hard? It's been rough for so many places.
Yeah, I've heard so many stories about places closing down or struggling to stay afloat. It's been heartbreaking, really.
Well, that's exactly it. I've been working in the restaurant industry for years and everything's been a mess. But here's the thing. While regular restaurants are struggling, delivery places are thriving like never before.
Oh, I get it. Everyone's been staying home, ordering in instead of going out. Makes sense. We've barely gone anywhere ourselves, and the delivery apps on my phone are getting more action than ever.
Right? People aren't going out, so they're ordering in. And when you're stuck at home with nothing to do, you end up eating more, thinking about food more often. It's like a constant craving.
I can totally relate. It's like, I'm not even hungry half the time, but I see a commercial for something, and next thing I know, I'm ordering it.
Exactly. So I figured, why not take advantage of that?
Wait, what do you mean?
I'm going to start my own little side business. It's been on my mind for a while now, and I think I'm finally ready to go for it.
A business? Seriously? What kind of business?
I'm going to start a delivery-only snack business. I'll be making waffles and selling them through a delivery app.
Wait, waffles? You're going to make and deliver waffles?
Yep. I've been scouting out small studio apartments that are zoned for business, specifically ones that I can register as a home-based food operation.
Waffles? As in this weekend? Like with syrup and stuff?
Not exactly. I've got a whole different plan. You know the little shop across from the bakery? The one that sells waffles and pastries?
Yeah, I've seen it. They've been doing pretty well lately, haven't they?
Exactly. Their business has been booming. I was talking to the owner and they said sales have tripled since last year. People are loving these snacky comfort foods, especially with everyone stuck at home.
I mean, I guess I can see that. I've definitely been indulging more than usual these days. But still, is there really enough of a market for something like that?
Trust me, there's a market. People are ordering snacks left and right, and it's not just about the waffles. I've got a plan to stand out from the crowd.
How? I mean, it sounds interesting, but there's gotta be a twist, right? You can't just sell regular waffles and expect people to go crazy for them.
That's the thing. I'm not doing regular waffles. I'm going to fill them with whipped cream. Rich, fluffy, decadent whipped cream. Right in the middle.
Whipped cream? Now that sounds fancy. Like really gourmet.
Exactly. I'm thinking 2 waffles for $10. And if they order 2 sets, I'll throw in an extra one for free.
Wait, so 3 waffles for the price of 2? That's a pretty sweet deal. But can you really make a profit doing that?
That's the plan. I'll be doing everything myself, so I won't have to worry about labor costs. Plus, the ingredients are pretty cheap. The key is keeping it simple and efficient.
I don't know. It sounds like a lot of work for not much reward. You're going to be running around like crazy, making waffles, handling orders, delivering them. Are you sure you're up for that? I know it's going to be tough, but it's something I can manage on my own. It's not like I'm starting a full-scale restaurant or anything. Just a small, delivery-only business. What about the cost of equipment and everything? Setting up a kitchen, even in a small place, isn't cheap. I don't need much. Just a waffle iron, really. Everything else I already have, or it's easy enough to get without breaking the bank. Well, you know I've always supported you, but this sounds like a huge leap. Are you sure you're ready for this? Yeah, I've thought about it a lot. This isn't just a whim. I really believe I can make this work. Okay, I believe in you. But just promise me you'll take care of yourself. I don't want to see you burn out. And if you ever need help, you know I'm always here for you. Thanks, Grace. I really appreciate that. And who knows? Maybe this will turn into something bigger down the road. I hope it does. You deserve all the success in the world. Oh, by the way, speaking of things you might like. What's up? Hey, so my sister just bought a new outfit, but it's a little too tight for her. It's still brand new, and I immediately thought of you. Do you want it? It should fit you perfectly. Wait, are you talking about that green knit sweater she had on the last time we all hung out together? Yes, that's the one. She only tried it on once and realized it didn't quite fit her. I figured you'd love it. Wow, you're seriously giving that to me? I've been eyeing that sweater since the moment I saw it. You're the best. Of course, silly. You practically drooled over it last time. I knew you'd want it. Oh my goodness, thank you so much. I'm thrilled right now. I've been needing something new to wear. Oh, come on, don't thank me. You should be thanking my sister for buying something too small in the first place. But really, I'm just happy to give it to someone who'll appreciate it. Honestly, you're the sweetest friend. I feel so lucky. Sweet. More like practical. Besides, I saw you wearing that old gray sweater I bought you ages ago, and I nearly fainted. You really need to update your wardrobe. Like I have time to worry about what I'm wearing these days. There's always too much going on. Oh, please. You're always running around like a busy bee. But seriously, you deserve to treat yourself once in a while. Get some fresh clothes for a change. Why bother when I've got you handing me your sister's chic hand-me-downs? I'm living the life. You're impossible. I swear you're more like a sister than a friend, but sometimes you feel like a lifelong rival. Chloe, it's really important that we get Noah's tonsillectomy scheduled as soon as possible. It's crucial for his health to have this done sooner rather than later.
Do you really think it's that urgent?
Absolutely. Noah's just turned 11, and the sooner we address this, the better. Delaying the surgery could lead to more complications and make the recovery harder for him.
I suppose I'll need to give it some serious thought.
Think about it. I'm coming with you to the hospital when you make the appointment tomorrow. This is too important to be left to chance.
All right.
And here, I want you to take this to help with the surgery expenses. It's my way of contributing, and I hope it helps alleviate some of the financial strain.
Emma, tonsillectomies aren't that expensive. You really don't need to contribute.
Even so, I want to help. It's important to me to support you however I can.
No, I can't accept this. I understand you're dealing with your own financial challenges, and I don't want to burden you further by taking your money.
But this is a matter of family. It's not a huge amount, and I want to be there for you.
Emma, I appreciate your offer, but I can't accept it. You're already doing so much, and I don't want to take advantage of your generosity.
Chloe, your willingness to help means a lot to me. I really appreciate it, even if you're reluctant to accept it.
Well, your offer is very kind, and I genuinely appreciate it. I'll definitely think about it. By the way, I've made some braised pork. Would you like to take some home? It's a family recipe, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Yes, please. My husband really loves that dish, and it would make a nice treat for him.
Great! I'll also have some braised codfish. Do you want to take that as well? It's a bit of a specialty, and I thought you might like it.
Yes, please. That sounds wonderful. Grace, I need to update you. We've received orders for 2 each of cream and sweet pumpkin waffles from Tree Office Tower, room 1101. Got it. Also, there's an order from Fortune Plaza, room 201, for 8 cream waffles. Yes, I'm aware of that. Can you prepare these orders? We need to get them ready as soon as possible. What about you? What's your plan? I'll handle the deliveries upstairs. It's going to be quite a challenge carrying all these orders, especially with the coffee. That's right. Adding coffee to our menu has made things twice as hectic. Well, the coffee sets are really popular. If we didn't offer them, we'd be missing out on a huge portion of this business. All right, just make sure you get the deliveries done. I'm swamped here, and it's a bit overwhelming. When my husband arrives, please tell him not to leave. I'm drowning in deliveries, and I could use some help. Where is he planning to go? Your husband is probably at the screen golf place. What's that? It's an indoor golf practice facility where people can play and practice golf. How do you know about this? My husband mentioned it to me. Does your husband play golf? He just started learning. Well, he's good at picking things up quickly, so I suppose it makes sense. But is he really into it that much? Of course! It's not like he's going to start learning traditional board games like chess instead. What's with the attitude? What's the big deal? You're doing well financially, so it's not surprising if your husband wants to pursue a hobby like golf. His wife makes around $10,000 a month. Surely that allows for some recreational activities like golf. Who says I'm making $10,000 a month? Oh, come on. Am I supposed to be blind to your income? I'm not quite at $10,000 yet. Well, it seems like you're pretty close to that amount. It's not exactly at that level yet. So maybe it's like $9,990? That's pretty much the same thing. Just get the deliveries done, will you? Remember, I'm leaving an hour earlier tonight. Yes, I know. Your father-in-law's birthday, right? Exactly.
Emma, you're late again, I see. This is becoming a pattern, isn't it?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Chloe. I really didn't mean to make you wait.
It's already 7 p.m. Did you lose track of time or something? When were you planning to have everything ready?
I had to hire a part-time worker for the day because managing everything alone was just too overwhelming. I'm really sorry for the delay.
So, you hired a temporary worker just for today?
Yes, just for today. I needed the extra help to manage everything.
It's quite a shift, isn't it? From a small apartment to running a retail space and now employing extra help.
Here's the beef ribs, the chicken noodle soup, and the assorted vegetables. These are the items I said I'd take care of.
Wait a second. You brought these from somewhere, didn't you? So it wasn't you who actually made them?
Yes, that's correct. I didn't prepare these myself. What's all this fuss about? It's a special day for the ritual. Oh, Mom, I didn't realize you were already here. Yes, I came early and took a short nap in the early evening. I was quite tired. I see. Chloe, what other tasks do you need help with?
The men have already gone out to eat dinner, so they're not here. Please prepare something light for Mom.
Mom, you want something to eat? Yes, we'll need something light to eat before the main meal. Mom, should I set aside some of the soup for you to have with your meal? And maybe I can just make a quick pasta salad for you for now. Would that be okay? Emma. Yes, Mom? You know, making something simple to eat for your mother-in-law isn't really that big of a deal. Why does it seem like such a chore for you? Well, it's not that I find it bothersome. It's just that there are so many other things I need to manage right now. With the amount of money you're supposedly making every month, you should be able to handle something as simple as making basically just a snack. Why are you trying to overcomplicate things for yourself? It's not that it's a big deal, but I've been busy with various tasks, including preparing side dishes and handling other responsibilities. I didn't mean to make it seem like a major inconvenience. Have you ever seen anyone touching the food before it's even set on the table in our house? It's simply not done. We have certain traditions and expectations that are important to respect. No, I haven't seen anyone do that before. I didn't mean to disrespect any traditions. So why are you burdening me with a million questions? That just doesn't seem right. It's not appropriate for the occasion. Mom, I'm truly sorry if there's been any misunderstanding or if I've made an error. It wasn't my intention to suggest anything inappropriate. Forget it. Just go ahead and make a salad and be done with it. It's a simple solution. As someone who doesn't make a lot of money, I don't need to be concerned with extravagant dishes. Mom, who said that I'm making a lot of money every month? I'm not sure where that information came from. Well, who else could it be but your husband? He mentioned that you've been making around $10,000 monthly for the past 7 months. It's not $10,000. The amount is different from what has been mentioned.
Oh, so it's true then. I wasn't sure if it was just an exaggeration or not. I thought your husband must have inflated the numbers more than expected.
Yes, I do earn a decent amount, but it's not as much as what's been mentioned. There seems to be a misunderstanding about the actual figures.
So that's why you've been carrying yourself with so much confidence lately.
What do you mean, Chloe?
It's impressive to earn $10,000 a month. I can understand why you might feel confident. But I heard that for your uncle's 70th birthday last month, you only contributed $1,000. That seems a bit low for such an occasion.
Yes? How did you find out about that?
I received a call from my sister. She was quite disappointed because she expected a larger contribution given your supposed financial success. It seemed like she felt let down.
But it was just Uncle Dave's 70th birthday, not a milestone like an 80th birthday. I thought that $1,000 was a reasonable and appropriate amount for the occasion.
Well, adults might have different expectations based on their perspectives. From an older person's point of view, I wouldn't say it was a particularly generous amount. Emma, with the amount you're earning, did you really ask me for pickles and potato salad?
Chloe, I remember how delicious your pickles and potato salad are. They're truly exceptional, and that's why I thought of them when I was preparing meals.
If you have so much money, you should just buy them. There are plenty of places that sell pickles and potato salad. It's not something you should be asking for.
Emma, it seems like you'll need to cover the entire cost for this ritual. Your brother-in-law is preparing for a move next month, and they will be spending a significant amount of money on that. Yes, Mom, I was planning to take care of that. I understand the importance of contributing to these expenses. Make sure to contribute generously. Your brother-in-law has done so much for you over the years. It's the least you can do. Yes, Mom, I understand. I will make sure to contribute appropriately. And although it feels strange to bring this up while I'm watching my granddaughter, the lady on the 4th floor has twins who are 6 years old. She takes care of them for 5 hours after they come home from daycare and charges her son $3,000 for it. Wow, $3,000 for that. That's quite a substantial amount. Yes, it's a lot of money, but it's that your daughter is only 3 years old and requires constant attention. It's a challenging task. Oh, Mom, that sounds incredibly demanding. I can understand that. I feel like I'm stuck with the kid all day long, and it's really exhausting. So, given that you're earning a considerable amount, I think it's fair to ask for a little more from you. It's only reasonable. Of course, I'm willing to provide additional payment. Yes, I need to get $3,000 from you. $3,000 seems a bit excessive. And this time, the family is planning to plant some pine trees on our plot of land. We're contributing around $3,000, so I expect you to cover your portion of the contribution as well. Me? Really? Yes, if you're making that much money each month, you should be able to handle this as well. Mom, that's a bit much. Or should I ask your brother-in-law, He's already stretched thin with the move to cover this expense.
No, Mom, that's not necessary. I'll take care of it.
What? If you have something to say, just say it. Don't hesitate.
Well, No, it's fine. I understand, Mom. Emma, it seems like Mom has finished her requests. Could you come over and help with making the pancakes? I've been doing everything by myself.
Yes, I'm really sorry. I'll be right there.
Ugh, it's so frustrating. Making those crab cakes is such a hassle, and it's really getting on my nerves. I can't stand anymore.
I'll take care of it. Please hand them over to me.
You should have come earlier to help out. My wrist is aching from all the work.
I'll handle it.
So you want me to make all the pancakes and handle the rest?
Well, not exactly.
Emma, when you're doing something, make sure to follow the process to complete tasks step by step. Don't start making the pancakes and then leave them halfway done. It's not fair to everyone.
Yes, I understand.
Oh, my wrist is really sore from all this work.
Here, Chloe. I'm giving you this now so I don't forget later. It's for the ritual expenses.
If you're giving it, I should accept it.
Yes, please accept it.
But why is it so much?
I wanted to be a bit more generous this time.
Emma, are you showing off because you're making good money?
What do you mean?
Why are you contributing $1,000? I didn't even spend $300 on groceries for this event.
I just wanted to contribute from the heart and be generous.
Well, that's quite a show of wealth.
Is there something wrong?
Emma, I'll take the $300 and you keep the $700 for yourself. Use it to buy some new clothes or something.
Why should I?
You're making good money, so why are your clothes looking so shabby? They seem worn out and not presentable.
I'm sorry if my appearance is causing any issues. I didn't mean to upset anyone.
Emma, just because you're earning well doesn't mean you need to flaunt it or show off.
Oh. Emma, I've noticed you've been changing your clothes quite a bit lately. Oh, yes, my sister-in-law suggested that I update my wardrobe, so a few days ago I went to the department store and bought several new outfits. Wow, you really spent quite a bit of money on that, didn't you? Yeah, I guess so. What about the clothes I gave you a few months ago? Aren't you wearing those? Oh, those? Of course I wear them. I definitely use them. Emma, I won't be able to come over starting next week, so please find someone else to help. Why can't you come? What's the reason? I have my own kids to take care of. And all this time, while you were tied up with your own business, my kids' education was put on the back burner. Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, unfortunately, I have to draw a line. So you really won't be available from now on? I started helping because I felt sorry for you managing everything alone at first. But now that you've got things in order and have started employing others, it seems like you don't need my help anymore. Is it possible that you feel upset because I haven't been paying you enough for your efforts? What do you mean not enough? You've been giving me more than enough. More than enough? Then what's the issue? It's not that it's insufficient, but the feeling of working under a friend is somewhat uncomfortable. What's wrong with that? I'm not here because I'm struggling financially. I understand that. My husband also earns quite well. Who said otherwise? My coming here to help is purely because I wanted to assist you in starting your business, especially since it was difficult for you in the beginning. Yes, I'm aware of that. But now, it seems that you're well established and might not need my help anymore. No, if you weren't here, I'd be in a lot worse position. Well, then you should hire someone. The temp worker who came by a few days ago did a great job. Grace, is there something you're upset about? Is that why you're saying this? No. It's just that being next to someone who earns a significant amount each month makes me feel like a fool. Why would you feel that way? A woman who stays at home to take care of kids shouldn't be out here working from morning till night, right? Can't you think of it as helping a friend who's struggling, just like before? What's so hard about earning well? Meanwhile, things at home are falling apart. My husband keeps complaining about how much I'm neglecting home responsibilities while I'm out here. Really? In that case, there's not much you can do. So, I've come to ask for some advice. I honestly don't know what to do anymore. Everyone around me, my husband, my in-laws, my friends, they're all treating me differently now. And I can't understand why. I'm genuinely confused about what my issue might be. First, Emma, sharing your income details with others was a major misstep. I've heard that when you were struggling, your in-laws and friends helped each other out. When one person suddenly starts earning well and making substantial progress, it's often met with mixed feelings. This is even true between spouses. The saying, "it's tough when a cousin buys land," isn't without reason. People flaunting their wealth is often seen as the least wise form of bragging. Why is that? Try saying today that you're struggling financially, just like before. See how people respond to you. Going forward, whether you're earning $10,000 a month or $20,000 a month, keep your earnings private and don't share them with others.
Oh, did you hear? A new dessert cafe has opened up in that vacant storefront on the main drag. So, is that a direct hit to your business? Are you feeling the sting from that?
Yes, I'm honestly overwhelmed, Chloe. It's been barely 6 months since I moved my shop to this new location, and now I'm starting to second-guess whether that was the right move.
Well, I'm sure the rent is a lot different compared to your old place.
Oh, it's significantly more expensive, to be honest. The rent is now 3 times higher than what I was paying before.
3 times more? That's a huge jump.
So, Emma, has this new development really hit your business hard? Yes, it has been quite devastating, Mom. Just how much of a blow are we talking about here? Well, since the COVID restrictions were lifted, my delivery sales have really taken a nosedive compared to before. It's been tough.
And yet, you keep sounding like you're at the end of your rope. Is that really necessary?
If I were truly out of motivation to work, would I really be closing up shop early and joining family dinners instead of focusing on the business?
Emma, remember that business always has its highs and lows. There are periods when everything goes well and other times when it's more challenging.
Chloe makes a valid point. It's not as if you're the only one who's experiencing these kinds of struggles. Other businesses also go through good times and bad times. What's really pushing me to the edge is the rent, which is now so burdensome. That's why I had to let go of my part-time staff.
So you're managing everything on your own now?
For the time being, yes. I'm going to see how the sales perform over the next few weeks and then decide if I need to bring on another part-time worker.
Emma, I'll take care of all the preparations for the upcoming holiday celebrations on my own. You should focus all your attention on your business and getting it back on track.
What do you mean? Since I'm here and able to help, Emma, you should concentrate on managing and improving your business during this critical time. Mom, even so, that might not be enough. Emma, we all need to come together and support each other in this emergency situation. First, cut the compensation you give me by half. Are you sure you're okay with that? Yes, absolutely. I have a steady income from my pension and insurance that covers my expenses. I'm not in need of additional money right now. I've already benefited a lot from you in the past, so it's only fair.
Emma, I'll handle your shop during the busiest lunch hours for 2 hours each day. I'll also help with deliveries.
Really? You're willing to do that?
Yes, driving the car for deliveries is really quite simple.
Thank you so much, but currently there's no delivery work available. I might need your help in the future, so I'll definitely let you know when the time comes.
There's no need to thank me, Emma. We're a family and we help each other out. Oh, I really hope things start to turn around for your business soon, just like they used to be.
You'll see better days eventually. Just keep pushing forward. This is what family is for, after all. I'm very fortunate to have such wonderful daughters-in-law. Grace, what's going on? Why are you calling? What's going on? I heard from someone that you're in a real emergency right now. Who told you that? Your husband did. Did he call you? Actually, no. Your husband hasn't been coming to the indoor golf range for a while now, so I asked mine to reach out to him. When my husband called, he mentioned that your husband had been so busy with work that he had to quit playing golf for now. My husband is currently down in a different city, working on a building project. He mentioned that considering your difficult situation, it wasn't the right time for him to be relaxing or playing around. That's true. There's no time for that. But is it really that bad? Yes, the new dessert cafe on the main road has had a significant impact on my business. If I had known it would turn out like this, I might have stayed at the old place instead of moving. Who could have predicted this? The rent increase was 3 times what I was paying before. Let me help you out. I'll take care of minimum wage for you, so I can assist you again. But aren't you busy with your own kids and their schooling? I can arrange for tutoring if needed. In times like this, it's important to support friends. We're friends, after all. Thank you, but my schedule isn't that hectic at the moment. If you get busy, just let me know. Thanks, I appreciate it. Even just the offer means a lot. If not me, then who else would help you? That's true. I really appreciate it. You know, the counselor's advice really hit home for me. They talked about how, during tough times, we should all support each other and live harmoniously. But as soon as I started making a bit more money, it felt like everyone turned against me. And now, with that new dessert cafe opening right in front of my shop, it's definitely hit my sales hard. Even though my revenue has decreased, I'm still managing to cover the basics. Actually, I started offering delivery services to keep my income similar to what it was before. But I've told my family that my sales have dropped by 1/3 to avoid worrying them, and that even though I'm selling quite a bit, the costs for labor, ingredients, rent, and delivery are so high that there's barely any profit left. When I complain about the heavy workload and exhaustion, everyone just looks at me with concern. Since then, everyone around me seems to be overly eager to support me in every way they can, just like before. But I've decided to keep friends and family away from my shop. I've learned that it's better to meet outside rather than letting people see the inner workings of my business. From my experience, having them too close only leads to complications. So now I'm just hiring part-time workers. It's cleaner and avoids any potential issues. Even my husband, who used to be completely engrossed in learning golf and avoiding work, has now given up golf and returned to his job. Whether I earn $10,000 or $20,000, I've decided that the only person who will know my sales figures is me. It's true that when a relative buys land, people get envious. From my experience, I've seen that not only relatives, but even distant connections, like in-laws and distant cousins, can get really envious. It seems that bragging about money is a bad idea. I'm making sure not to flaunt it or even let any hint of it show. Especially with my husband being so good at spreading news. I have to be extra cautious. Wow, I can't believe it. The stocks I invested in ages ago have grown this much? It's honestly insane. I just put that money in there with the mindset that it was like a long-term savings account. But now it's worth around $100,000. And I didn't do anything special. Just let it sit there. Now I get why people go crazy over the stock market. When you see this kind of money coming in, it's enough to make anyone's head spin. Hey, babe. I'm home from work. What a day. I'm exhausted. What's for dinner tonight? Huh? What are you looking at? Are you working on something? Well, actually, honey, there's something I wanted to tell you. By the way, why haven't you bought me that PlayStation I've been asking for? I come home to relax, and I'd really like to kick back and do something fun for myself, you know? Why don't you just use your allowance for that? That's what it's there for. To buy things like that. It's not for drinking and blowing on whatever else you can think of. But I want us to play together. Think of the bonding time. It'd be fun to play some games together in the evenings. Sweetie, I'm not even into phone games, let alone something like that. I don't know how much fun I'd be. Of course, it's probably better not to mention anything about the stock gains to him. Knowing him, if he found out we suddenly had an extra 100,000 lying around, he'd probably blow it on something frivolous. I'd rather pretend it's not there for now and save it for when we really need a big chunk of cash. I'm starving, babe. Let's eat. What's on the menu tonight? Yeah, let's sit down and have dinner. I've always been interested in financial planning. So instead of just letting my money sit in a savings account, I took a different route. Once I'd saved a decent amount, I started putting it into reliable stocks. Just like with a savings plan, I've been steadily adding to it. Recently, I checked the balance, and after taking out the initial amount, I saw that it had grown to $100,000. Seeing such a large amount of money in one place was honestly a bit surreal. I thought about telling my husband, but then I decided against it. He has always had a tendency to be a bit careless with money. He spends his allowance as soon as he gets it, never saving a penny. He's also constantly talking about how much he hates his job and how he'd rather quit and start a business or something. Knowing him, he'd probably take the money and put it into some harebrained scheme or another. Or he'd want to invest in stocks himself, thinking he could make a fortune overnight. Understanding my husband's impulsive nature, I figured it was best to keep this stock account to myself for the time being. I mean, I don't think he'd be able to resist the temptation to spend it all on something extravagant or convince himself that he could double it with some risky venture. It's better to keep quiet and let it grow a bit more. I'll keep it as our little secret fund, something we can fall back on when we really need it down the line. Hello? Hi there, Rachel. It's Donna. Do you have a minute to chat, or did I catch you at a bad time? Oh, hey, Donna. No, not at all. I'm just on a little coffee break. It's been a hectic day, and I finally got a moment to unwind. What's up? Is everything okay? Well, that's perfect timing then. I figured it'd be good to check in. And actually, there is something I need to talk to you about. Listen, Rachel. Do you and Michael happen to have some savings set aside? I don't mean just a small amount. Maybe around $50,000. Of course, if you have a bit more, that would be even better. $50,000? I wasn't expecting that question. Is something wrong? I mean, is there an emergency? What's going on? Oh, goodness, how do I even start this? It feels a bit odd having to ask you, of all people, about this. I mean, you're my daughter-in-law, and this isn't exactly the easiest conversation to have. But I suppose there's no other way around it. Donna, you can talk to me. I'm here to listen. I just need a bit more information to know what's going on. If you need help, it'd be easier to figure out what we can do if you explain. Do we really have to go into all the details right now? Can't you just tell me if you and Michael can help out? That's really what I need to know. I'm sorry, but I can't just agree to give you that kind of money without understanding the situation. That's quite a large amount, Donna. $50,000 doesn't just appear out of nowhere, you know? It's not exactly something we've got sitting around. What? You mean to tell me that the two of you, as a married couple, don't even have $50,000 saved up? How can that be? I would have thought you two would be better prepared financially. What kind of savings plan are you working with? Are you seriously questioning my ability to handle my finances just because I can't instantly lend you $50,000? That's unfair, Donna. Well, honestly, it's surprising. You're both working full-time, bringing in income. What's been going on that you can't even manage to save up a little? Surely you must have something set aside, right? Once again, I really need to understand why you're asking for the money. Without more context, I can't even consider lending such a large amount. All right. I suppose you're right. Here's the thing. My rental agreement with a large deposit is ending soon, and I'm going to have to move.
Oh, I see. But I'm not quite sure how that ties into you needing money from us.
Well, I thought I could use my deposit to find another place with a similar setup, but the market is just insane right now, and finding something is tougher than I expected. So I started thinking that if I'm going to be putting down a substantial amount anyway, it might make more sense to buy a place instead. But you know how it is with home buying. It takes way more up front, and I've already maxed out what I can borrow. If you and Michael could help, that might just be enough to get me over the line for a down payment.
I get it now. But didn't you have a pretty hefty deposit on your current place? I thought that would at least give you a good starting point. Maybe you could look for something more within reach?
Oh, so you're suggesting I settle for something less? Is that what you want? You want your mother-in-law to live in some subpar place just to save a little cash? What? Should I be content with a tiny studio or some rundown apartment?
No, Donna, that's not what I'm saying. I just mean that if things are tight financially, maybe it'd be wise to find a place that fits within the current budget. We all have to make adjustments sometimes.
Don't sugarcoat it. I know exactly what you're getting at. You just don't want to help out. If you don't have savings, couldn't you at least use your home as collateral? What's the harm? You both work, so it shouldn't be that hard to handle a small loan.
Donna, that's not a small ask. You're asking us to risk our home. I can't believe you'd even suggest that. It's a huge request, and honestly, it doesn't feel fair.
You know what? I was wrong to think you'd want to help family. Clearly, I overestimated. I'm done here. I'll find another way. Goodbye, Rachel.
Donna?
Donna!
Did she hang up on me?
So, you talked with my mom today, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. But what's all this about, Michael? She's asking us to put our house up as collateral, calling me heartless for not handing over money. I mean, come on! Is that really how it went down?
Mom told me she needed some help finding a new place. She said she already discussed everything with you.
Yeah, she did. But let's get real here. Amy already lives separately, and your mom's house is plenty big for just her. With the amount she's asking for, she could easily find something more suitable within budget. Why is she suddenly asking for more money on top of what she already has?
Look, Mom wouldn't be asking if she hadn't thought this through. Rachel, can't you see how cold-hearted you're being? She's my mom. It's not like just anybody is asking for a handout.
What? Are you calling me cold-hearted now?
I mean, yes, you're being cold. It's not like some stranger asked for help. We're talking about my mom. And here you are, unwilling to give her the support she needs. Why is it so hard for you to agree to help her out?
Unwilling? You think I'm just unwilling to give? Do you even know how much she asked for? $50,000, Michael. And she even said if we had more, she'd take it. Do you think we're some sort of ATM? She just expects money to appear when she demands it. And she didn't stop there. She actually suggested we put our home on the line for it, for goodness sake.
Okay, but it's not that big of a deal. We could give her the money, no? I mean, we own our house. Don't you think it bothers her that she's still renting while we have a place we own? She probably agonized over even asking, and you cut her off like that.
Are you seriously telling me we should mortgage our home for this? Are you even hearing yourself right now?
Why not? It's not like it would be that difficult. Our house is a good size, and since we both have incomes, it shouldn't be that hard to qualify for a loan. I really don't see what the issue is.
Oh, wow. Do you even know who actually owns this house? It's under my dad's name. He gave it to us when we got married.
If it were yours, maybe you'd have the right to make such a reckless decision. But it's not. So how can you be so bold as to suggest we put up a house that doesn't even belong to you? I didn't realize that. But, well, can't we at least ask your dad for help? I'm sure he'd understand if we explained the situation. Are you out of your mind? Don't you dare even think about dragging my dad into this. We're not giving a single penny, let alone using our home as collateral. I mean it. Wow. You're really something else, Rachel. You're so cold sometimes. Cold? There's no cold or warm about it, Michael. If you're so keen on helping, then why don't you take out your own loan and help your mom? And I swear, if I hear one more word about mortgaging this house... I was furious. Here he was, so eager to talk about taking out a mortgage on a house that wasn't even his. And for what? To satisfy someone else's whims? I couldn't believe how reckless and entitled they both sounded. For nearly a month after that, I barely spoke to him. Luckily, since I work from home, I was able to use my home office as a makeshift separate room. We practically lived in separate quarters, each tiptoeing around the other in cold silence. And even though he could tell I was furious, he never apologized or backed down from his position. As the days passed, I became more and more grateful that I hadn't mentioned anything about my stock gains. If I had, I'm sure that money would have been carted off to his mother in a heartbeat. This experience just solidified my decision to keep it to myself. In their hands, who knows what would have happened to it? No, it was safer this way. And I wasn't about to compromise my future because of their poor decisions.
Hey there, Rachel. It's been way too long since we last talked, don't you think? I can't believe how quickly time flies.
Amy? Wow, it really has been a while. You're not exactly easy to get a hold of, you know. Has it been 5 or 6 months now? You barely stay in touch with me anymore. So, what's up? This is pretty sudden.
Well, Rachel, no need to give me the third degree. Can a girl just call up her sister-in-law without getting the Spanish Inquisition? I thought you'd be happy to hear from me.
Oh, don't be dramatic. I'm just saying it like it is. You don't exactly reach out a lot.
Well, aren't you Miss Honesty today? But I suppose you're right. I can be a bit distant. Guess that's just the way I am. But no hard feelings, all right? I'm not calling to stir up trouble. I actually wanted to thank you for all the help.
Help? Wait, hold on a second. What are you talking about? I didn't even know you needed help. What did I do?
Rachel, seriously? You're going to act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I think that's a little unfair, don't you?
I genuinely have no idea what you're referring to. I really don't.
Come on, Rachel. I know you're just being modest. You know exactly what you did. But all right, if you're going to play coy, I won't spoil the mystery for you. Just know that I really appreciate it. You're a lifesaver.
Well, now I'm even more confused. Can you at least tell me what it is you're thanking me for?
I'm afraid I can't give you all the answers. Sometimes it's more fun to keep things a little mysterious, don't you think? Anyway, I owe you a meal. Something really fancy. So next time it's on me, all right? Thanks again!
She just hung up? What just happened? What does she mean I helped her? I don't remember doing anything for her lately. This is so bizarre. Hello? Oh, Donna! I didn't expect you. What brings you by without any warning? What? I need an invitation to visit my son's house now. I I thought family could come and go as they pleased. Or has that changed?
Of course not, but we do have our own schedule, you know. A little heads up would have been appreciated.
Honey, it's fine. I invited Mom over. I just didn't get a chance to tell you. No need to make a big deal out of it.
Well, it would have been nice to know. A little warning, Michael. That's all I'm asking.
All right. Let's just help her get settled. Mom, come on in. Oh, finally! Michael, would you mind grabbing these bags for me? They're heavier than they look.
Donna, what's all this? You brought so much stuff. It looks like you're moving in or something.
Well, of course, I brought my things. What else did you expect me to bring? You didn't think I'd come empty-handed, did you? And yes, these are my moving boxes. I thought that was pretty obvious.
Wait a minute. Moving boxes? You're moving in? But I didn't hear anything about this. Why are you bringing all this here?
Rachel, we'll talk about it later. For now, let's get Mom's things inside. I'll explain everything once we're settled.
No, I think we need to talk about this now. This is a pretty big surprise, and I'd like some clarification. What's going on?
Oh, don't tell me he didn't tell you! Michael, are you seriously letting her stand there in the dark? Why haven't you explained anything to her yet? Mom, I meant to tell her, really. I was just waiting for the right moment. Rachel, can we discuss this after we get her things inside? It'll make more sense then.
No, I think now is a good time. I'm not going to help haul things inside until I know what's happening. This is a lot to take in without any warning.
Please, Rachel, let's just get settled first. We can talk all you want afterward. Oh, for heaven's sake! Are you really going to make me stand outside like this? Rachel, can you be a bit more considerate? You're blocking the whole entrance with my things, and it's getting in everyone's way. Don't you care for all tripping over these boxes? Come on, let's get this moving already! What is even happening right now?
Fine, but I expect a full explanation right after this. So, what's going on, Michael? Why did your mom just show up at our doorstep with all her bags? Why didn't anyone bother to tell me she was coming? Let alone bringing enough stuff to fill an entire moving van?
Rachel, listen. I was planning to tell you. I really was. It's just... things got complicated, and I didn't know the right moment to bring it up.
Complicated? You mean there's something wrong with the new house she was supposed to be moving into? Is she just staying here for a few days until it's ready? If that's all it is, you could have told me. I wouldn't have minded a few days. But it's a bit much to spring it on me with no warning.
No, Rachel. It's not just for a few days. She's going to be living here permanently now.
Wait, what? Permanently? You're telling me this isn't a temporary thing? Are you saying we're going to be living together as one big, happy household? Just like that? No discussion?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the idea. I am the eldest son, after all. It's my duty to look after Mom now. We're family, and she needs us.
You've got to be kidding me. You think it's okay to just make that decision without saying a word to me? And wasn't she just asking us for money because she was supposedly moving into another place? Now, out of nowhere, we're combining households? I don't understand how this escalated so quickly. Explain it to me. I want the full story, and I mean it.
You don't need to make it sound so dramatic. I'm not trying to deceive you. I thought you'd understand that taking care of my mom is just something I have to do. It's called respecting your parents.
Don't change the subject. This isn't about respect. This is about you making a huge decision behind my back. Now give me a straight answer. What's really going on?
Rachel, can you please lower your voice? Mom's right there. we don't need her hearing all of this. Keep it down.
Lower my voice. I think it's time for you to be honest with me. And I mean right now.
All right. The truth is, she's given her deposit to Amy. Mom doesn't even have a new place lined up, and I can't leave her with nowhere to go. She doesn't have any family besides us, and it's my responsibility to make sure she's taken care of.
What? Why would she give that money to Amy?
Amy's getting married, Rachel. She needed the funds for the wedding expenses, so Mom gave her the deposit to help out. We, too. That's why there's no extra money left, and Mom can't get a new place. I'm sure you can understand that.
Amy's getting married? Am I the only one left out of the loop here? Are you seriously telling me this? And what do you mean by we too a second ago? You stopped mid-sentence. What else aren't you telling me?
Oh, that? It's nothing, really.
Michael, don't you even try to sidestep this. You're a terrible liar. Either you tell me everything right now, or I'm going to walk out there and ask your mom myself.
No, don't do that. All right, fine. I wasn't going to bring this up, but I used the money in your account for Amy's wedding, too.
You used my account? Wait, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I saw the money in your investment account. It was a good amount, around 100,000 or so.
Are you out of your mind? You gave my money to Amy without asking me? How could you just make that decision by yourself?
Hey, calm down. What's done is done. Besides, it's not like this was all your money. We're married, remember? That makes it our money. There's no reason for you to be hiding that kind of cash from me in the first place.
I wasn't hiding it. But it was in my investment account, and that means it's mine to manage. How did you even access that account? Wait, did you go through my laptop without asking?
I needed to borrow it, and I happened to see it while I was checking something. Imagine my surprise when I found out you were sitting on a gold mine without saying anything. Were you planning on keeping that all to yourself?
I can't believe you just snooped through my account. And what gave you the right to take that money without even talking to me first?
Well, what else was I supposed to do? Mom was pressuring me to get a loan against the house. And Amy, she's been struggling so much with the costs. It's not like I could just turn my back on them.
Then why not use your own funds? Why did you think it was okay to just dip into mine?
Our funds, Rachel. As in, we share everything. We're supposed to be a team, aren't we? You're making it sound like you were trying to hoard that money all to yourself. That's not how a marriage works.
Oh, really? You're seriously going to try to guilt trip me? Let me get this straight. You've done nothing but take advantage of me, and now you're acting like you're the victim?
You're the one who's always hoarding everything. It's like you never trust me. How else am I supposed to feel?
Are you even listening to yourself? You're so full of it. You can't even save a dime, yet you're talking to me about trust and finances? Unbelievable.
You're really going to go there, huh? You think you're so righteous?
Oh, that's rich. You're the one who told me to keep my voice down because your mom was listening. And now look at you, yelling louder than anyone. It's almost funny, really.
You've got to be kidding me. This is unbelievable.
You know what? I'm done. I want my money back. All of it. That wasn't your money to touch, and it certainly isn't community property. It was mine, from start to finish. So you better figure out how to get it back.
Get it back? Ha! You're dreaming if you think there's anything left. That money is long gone.
Wait, what? You already spent all of it? That quickly?
What was I supposed to do? Amy needed that money for her wedding expenses. The venue deposit, the furnishings, all of it. I gave her everything I had, and Mom chipped in too. Now Mom doesn't have her rental deposit anymore, which is why she's here. She's got nowhere else to go, so she's staying with us. I can't believe it. I always thought you were careless with money, but now I see it runs in the family. None of you have any concept of financial responsibility. Oh, give it a rest, will you? There's no point in complaining about money that's already spent. It's part of our assets as a couple. Why can't you just see this as helping out your in-laws and move on? You're good at saving anyway. You can just rebuild what's lost. And besides, helping my sister isn't going to kill you. It absolutely will, you idiot! I can't take this anymore! I refuse to live with someone as reckless as you! What? Where do you think you're going? My mom's here and you're just going to leave without even cooking? Rachel, come back here! Rachel! After that explosive confrontation, I walked out of the house, carrying just my phone, wallet, and the laptop I use for work. I headed straight to my parents' place and laid out the entire situation. My parents, naturally, were furious. My father looked ready to storm out right then and there, with murder in his eyes, ready to confront Michael and his mother. I had to plead with him to calm down and not take matters into his own hands. He was practically pacing the floor, muttering about how he'd make them pay for what they did. Yes, maybe it was partly my fault. I never imagined he'd go through my laptop of all things. I had a secure login, but I suppose I underestimated how far Michael would go. I didn't expect him to find my bookmarked brokerage site or use the saved login to drain my investment account. The shock was just as much about his deceit as it was about my own naivety. To think that he'd transfer it all to his sister with no thought for the consequences. As soon as I left, I contacted a lawyer to initiate an investigation. I needed to ensure that what he'd done could be proven beyond a doubt. Since the transfers were done through my own laptop, I worried about the validity of the evidence. But then I remembered the messages with Donna, along with the direct transfers from my account to Amy's. The lawyer assured me that these would help us move forward with the case. Still, I needed something more concrete. I made up my mind. I was going to gather the final piece of evidence myself. I'd get undeniable proof that they stole my money, and then I'd make sure they faced the consequences. Rachel! I've been trying to get a hold of you for days. Are you deliberately ignoring my calls? I know you're seeing my messages. Why are you just leaving me on red? Pick up the phone already. Yes, I see your messages, Michael. I just don't want to hear your voice. I don't think I can stomach it right now. If you have something to say, just send it here in a text. Seriously? Rachel, I'm not doing this over texts. This is important, and we need to talk it through. Pick up the phone so we can handle this like adults. Michael, I've already told you. If you keep pushing, I'll block you on here too. Is that what you want? Because it seems like you're not getting the message. What the hell, Rachel? What is this? What are these papers you sent me? I thought we were going to work things out, and now this? What do you mean, what are they? You know exactly what they are. Divorce papers and an eviction notice. You didn't even need to ask, Michael. I'm sure you read every word. But why, Rachel? Why did you send them? You've been gone for days, and now you're just sending these without warning? Do you have any idea how much trouble you've caused me? I've been bending over backward, lying to Mom, telling her you're just busy with work and can't come home. I've been covering for you, and now this? How do you think that looks? Mom found out everything. She's furious, and it's all because you blindsided me with these. Oh, really? Was your mom not supposed to know? You thought you could keep this from her too? Yes, of course she wasn't supposed to know. I told her I gave Amy the money from my own savings. I had to. Now, thanks to you, she's been grilling me nonstop about the divorce papers. I had no choice but to tell her everything. She's demanding answers, and I had to spill it all because of you. None of this would have happened if you hadn't done this out of the blue. And somehow that's my fault? You're seriously putting this on me? You didn't consider that taking my money without asking would have consequences? You stole from me, Michael. You took what wasn't yours. Did you really think I'd let that slide? Steal? I didn't steal anything, Rachel. We're married, remember? There's no yours and mine. It's ours. You're the one hiding money from your own husband, and somehow I'm the thief? Give me a break. What were you even planning on doing with that money? Letting it sit there while you kept me in the dark? Ours? That's funny. There's no such thing as ours when it comes to my investment account. What? You're seriously saying that money isn't ours? You're acting like it was hidden treasure or something. You keep insisting it's not shared marital property, but we're married, Rachel. Isn't that what it is? That $100K you keep claiming is shared? It's not. I put that money away long before we even met. I earned it, saved it, and just let it grow. If I had contributed anything to that account after we got married, then maybe it could be considered shared. But I didn't, Michael. Not a single cent. That account hasn't been touched since before our wedding. That's ridiculous. You expect me to believe you saved up all that before we even got married? I mean, come on. Do you really think I'm going to fall for that? Believe what you want. I don't care. I forgot about it for a long time. Sure, I remembered it was there. I knew it was growing, but I wasn't thinking about it day to day. I didn't add to it because I thought I didn't need to. It's my money, and it's not yours. It never was. So stop acting like you have any right to it. Even if it's not mine, we're family. Don't you get that? Family doesn't act this way. We should be able to share what we have, to take care of each other. Isn't that what marriage is about? Not anymore. You lost any claim to being my family when you took something from me without even asking. You stole from me, Michael. I won't tolerate that. If you don't return every cent, I'll report you for theft. I'm not bluffing. But why, Rachel? Why are you so mad about this? So I spent some of the money. It was for family. How can you be this upset? You really don't get it, do you? Fine, let's get this straight. Yes, I hid the $100K from you. Do you want to know why? Because I knew you'd blow it on something reckless. I didn't say anything because I couldn't trust you not to squander it. Reckless? What are you talking about? You're constantly talking about how you don't want to stay at your job, about starting some new business or taking risks. You never think about the future, never save, never even consider the consequences. If I had told you about that money, you'd have quit your job on the spot and demanded I fund whatever wild scheme you dreamed up next. And look at you now. You didn't even bother asking where the money came from. You just took it like it was owed to you. You didn't think twice. How could I trust someone who does that? You still should have told me. I'm your husband. We're supposed to share things like this. If there was a reason to use it, then I would have. But there wasn't. I didn't spend it on your family because I had no reason to. And yet you thought you could take it for some imaginary house your mom wanted, even though it all ended up in Amy's hands? Tell me, Michael, why should I have shared that with you when you can't even admit you did anything wrong? Rachel, I'm sorry. I know I messed up. I'm willing to fix it. But let's not do something we'll both regret. We can get past this. I'll do whatever it takes. Let's just stay together. And why should I even consider that? You took my money, went behind my back, and now you're here, acting like this is all something we can just move on from. I'm filing for divorce, and that's final. I'm done. Rachel, I'm truly sorry. I know the money's gone, but I'll do whatever it takes to pay it back, even if it takes me years. Just please, don't go through with the divorce. Look, my mom has already moved in with us. We can all just stay together and get through this as a family. We can make it work. And as for the eviction notice, how could you expect us to leave? I'll make it right, even if it means paying you back for the rest of my life. Just give me another chance. I'm begging you.
Your mom?
I don't want to live with her, Michael. And why should we all stay under the same roof? That eviction notice? It wasn't from me. It was from my dad. He's planning to rent out the house after our divorce. If you want to keep living there, you're going to have to come up with the full deposit on your own. I'm done with this, and you have no right to keep living in that house. What? He's planning to rent it out? Is he seriously kicking us out of the house? We still live here. How could he decide that without even telling me? That's my dad's decision, not mine. He's ready to sell the house regardless of our situation, whether we're divorced or not. I have no plans to stay there. I'm moving back in with my parents. I honestly couldn't care less what happens to the house after I leave. Please, Rachel, don't say the word divorce. I'm asking you to reconsider. I'll pay back every last cent, I swear. It might take some time, but I'll find a way. Don't throw everything away over this. You think I can trust you to pay me back? What a joke. You expect me to just take you back after all this? I'm filing for divorce and submitting this entire conversation as evidence for theft. I'll make sure you pay it all back in one go. Don't think you're walking away unscathed. Rachel, I'm begging you. Forget the money. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll move out, and your dad can sell the house, even live with your parents if that's what you want. I'll make it up to you. Just give me one last chance. Rachel? Rachel, why aren't you answering? Don't tell me you've blocked me too. Rachel!
Mom? What are you doing here? Why are you showing up at my place without even telling me?
Why else, you foolish girl? I gave up my deposit to help you get married, didn't I? So now it's your turn to take care of me.
What? You've got to be kidding! Why would I need to live with you? I've got enough going on as it is.
Isn't it obvious? Michael's a mess since his divorce, scraping by in his company dorm because he has nowhere else to go. I can't go stay with him. So it's only right that you take me in. Just let Nathan know. I'll be moving my things in tomorrow.
No way! Why would I want you living with me? I'm already dealing with my mother-in-law who can't stand me. I don't need you here making things even worse.
Excuse me. After everything I've done for you. Michael went through hell because of you. Got kicked out and divorced. And now you're acting like it's a burden to take care of me. How ungrateful can you be?
I don't care, Mom. That's his mess to deal with. He got what he deserved for stealing from Rachel. He acted like it was his own money, and then the minute she caught on and demanded it back, he folded. I can't believe how pathetic he was in court, crying and begging her not to go through with it. Please, I love you. I don't want to divorce you, Rachel. He looked like a child.
That's all that brat's fault. She had the money and kept it all hidden. Michael was only trying to help you. And you can't even be sympathetic to him. He went through all that because he was looking out for you.
I never asked him to steal for me. He did that all on his own, trying to show off. None of this has anything to do with me. It's not my problem.
You selfish little brat.
Whatever. Just leave, Mom. Get out of here before Nathan comes home. You know how much he despises you and Michael. If he finds you here, I'll be the one facing problems. He nearly called off the wedding after finding out about the last stunt you pulled. If he sees you here, he'll flip.
What? After all the times you whined about not having enough money to get married, I stepped up and helped you out. I'm not leaving, Amy. I've made up my mind. I'm staying here with you. You're going to take care of me, starting now.
Ugh, seriously! Why did Michael have to dump this on me and run off? He's the one who should be dealing with you, not me. This is so frustrating.
In the end, I had to go through with the lawsuit because Michael wouldn't sign the divorce papers willingly. Thanks to the evidence I had, unauthorized transfers from my accounts and his plans to bring his mother into our home without any discussion, the case heavily favored me. Michael was forced to pay not only the $100K he took, but also substantial alimony on top of that. Between paying back the stolen funds and the alimony, he had almost nothing left. With no real assets to his name, he was left without the means to find a new place and was ultimately forced out. He's now living in a company dormitory, sharing cramped quarters with other manual laborers. It's a significant downgrade from our old life, with far worse conditions. I hear he struggles just to take care of himself, weighed down by debts, especially those monthly alimony payments to me. He's constantly worried, always looking over his shoulder for debt collectors, unsure when they'll show up to collect. As for Donna, she was also left without her deposit and turned to Amy, demanding she be taken in, claiming she sacrificed everything to help Amy marry. This caused a huge fight between them, loud enough for neighbors to call the police. Amy's in-laws, having heard everything, demanded a divorce. Now Amy, too, has been left with nothing. She's staying with Donna in a tiny one-room apartment where they're constantly at each other's throats, causing endless complaints from their neighbors. Ugh, another stock delisted. Just my rotten luck. Seems like every time I try to catch a break, I just end up sinking further. Mom, I hope you're doing well, wherever you are. Honestly, I don't know how much more of this I can take. I know you think I'm a disgrace. I've lost everything. Where do I go from here? That's it for today's story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button.